Hello and welcome to the Mindset Alchemy podcast. I'm Janine and I'm delighted to have you here as we explore the world of words, the world of energy, and the world within you. Because people, this is where life happens within us, and what happens around us and outside of us is what's going on inside. It's what we are creating, it's what we are exploring, it's what we are learning. Now, many people go, I didn't ask for XYZ to happen to me. Well, maybe somebody else asked for it and you agreed to be part of their story. And when we choose to shift our story, understand our story, and to move on, wow, it's incredible what happens. I was listening to an audiobook with my husband the other day of a trail runner who she really goes on the edges. I just can't think of her name at the moment. And she was wondering how come she wasn't more severely injured. And let me tell you, the fall she took was an extreme one. And she was talking to somebody else who'd had a similar experience. And their understanding was they relaxed into the fall. They decided, well, I've released all control over this. Let me just relax into it. And they survived. They survived a fall that should have killed them. Yes, they had many months of rehabilitation, both of them actually. And when she sat with her memories of it and she explored it, she realized that as she thumped and bumped and rolled her way down to a very far, far way down the bottom, having slipped on the edge of a precipice type trail, that she had the same feeling of, oh, well, whatever happens, happens. And because she relaxed with each fall, because she avoided resisting, she avoided becoming stiff and about it, she actually survived with far, far fewer injuries. Let me tell you, the injuries she had were bad enough, with far fewer injuries than someone taking that kind of fall would normally have. And this got me to thinking about, where do we resist what's happening to ourselves in life? And we actually get far more injured than if we go, oh, well, I let go and I just flow with it. I just see what experiences. Let me just relax into the forward momentum and let me allow what unfolds to unfold. And guess what? Things work out far, far better than if we'd resisted, if we had made ourselves tense. And this helped me to understand the reason that worrying is so damaging to us, because we stiff, and as we hit things, we bruise ourselves worse. We damage ourselves. This is the reason when we sit and attach ourselves to things that were unpleasant in the past. Again, we are bumping and resisting and being dragged along into the present and the future because you're going anyway, even if half of your attention is on the past. And it makes it worse because you keep collecting bruises as you bump up against the present, the things that are there actually to help you unfurl and unfold, to grow, to soften. And when we soften into our journey, when we work with that love and with that, oh, well, I might as well go on along with the ride and let's deal with the consequences at the end of it, or the pleasures at the end of it, we are actually working in far more of a loving attitude. We actually allow ourselves to expand, to grow, to go with it. We definitely have fewer injuries. We definitely have fewer things that happen. Do they still happen? Oh, yes, they do. And we get to work with the consequences. And this is where the switch words release resistance, resistance, release resistance come in. Say it for yourself. Just, it doesn't matter. Think about something you're challenging yourself with and go, release resistance, resistance, release. Release resistance and feel your body soften. Feel your body just sink into going, okay, we can do this. We can deal with this. We can be as we are now, as we let go of being in control, and that we control softening into it, seeing the love of it, seeing the gift of it. We may wind up with a lot more bruises than before. The thing is, we've done it in a way that is far more accommodating, far more helpful and far less painful. And as we release that resistance, as we feel the fear, sit with it, explore the depths of it, soften into it, shine the light of love onto it, it fades away, it melts. And guess what? We then are able to access our courage and move through it and beyond it and achieve where we're going, what we're doing, and what we are exploring. I loved the fact that this lady made a comeback. And now when she runs, she still has to be aware of what's happening. She still has fears. And you know what? She feels them. She steps forward anyway, and she achieves and accomplishes what for her she has set out to do. And this is what life is about for me. And I would love to hear if it resonates with you. Where are we going? What would we like to feel when we get there? Where can we feel that now? Where can we experience it now so that we recognize it when we get there? Where can we let go of really struggling to be in control? Release that control and soften into the experience. Apply love to it by saying, well, body, I love you. Let's deal with what happens at the end. Soul, thank you so much for speaking to me, guiding me, showing me the way, and allowing ourselves to grow and to expand, allowing ourselves to understand that we can create a better step forward just by relaxing, releasing that resistance, and allowing what is unfolding with a better attitude, a greater understanding that as we relax into it, wow, things really unfold in an amazing way. I would love to hear what comes forward for you. And remember the switch words: release resistance, resistance, release resistance. They go deep beneath the ego. They go deep beneath programming and patterning, and allow us to work with our body and soul, to be the observers and to soften into our journey for greater results. This, people, is all part of personal leadership. Allow it, become curious, build resilience with it, and understand who you are and where you are going. Reach out if you'd like to know more about working with me so that I may help you understand better who you are in the now and where you're going. Have a beautiful and incredibly awesome day. Bye-bye.